Royce Munoz told us that he's specifically been working on strength and conditioning as well as mental strength in preparation for this fight. Well, he enters round number 3. Santos perhaps starting to look just slightly fatigued at the end of round 2. Will that be a potential factor here in round 3? Good right hand from Munoz. And good combination from Munoz. The left hook lands upstairs. Jimenez telling us he's been working primarily on cardio and stamina as he prepares for this bout, but still looks to use his skills to win the fight. Couple of counters with the left hand on that combination, and Armenta able to blunt that attack. And now Armenta changing the dynamic early here in round number 2, looking to move forward. He was backing up quite a bit in that first round. Jimenez, interestingly, gives away 3 pounds on the scales, but clearly has a couple inches in height. A good left hand from Jimenez. This is kind of the natural quickness for Jimenez. Good right hand from Jimenez. Puts Armenta on the ropes. Armenta wobbled ever so slightly. Talking about why he got into boxing, it was one of the fighters here who made no bones about the fact that part of his goal in boxing is to give his family a better life, so he would like to stay with this.
What timing is going to need to be. There we go. That's a good shot.
Counter left from Alvarez. Wobbles Olmedo, who's back on the ropes. Olmedo answers with a right on the inside. Right hand from Alvarez. Finishes the fight with one of his better punches of the 3 rounds. Louis Nguyen telling us that fight plan here today to throw a lot of punches. So he wants to take the fight directly to Reveles. And Anthony Reveles provided an answer that we don't see very often on the fight plan. NA. So he's not telling us much about what the plan is. Only we could be sure he's got a plan, but didn't really want to give us a lot of the details. Last-minute instructions from Delilah Rico, and we'll get ready to go in again. Lane in the black trunks with the white trim, and Reveles in the white top. Round number 1 underway. And the left-hander Reveles able to land a straight left. Counter left from Nguyen lands partially, but Nguyen now follows up with a good sweeping right hand that momentarily gets the attention of Reveles. A left hand on the inside from Reveles in return. Got to look at Reveles getting ready for round number 2 and asked him about what brought him into boxing, and he gave a very familiar answer as he goes right to work in round 2 and said he picked up boxing to stay out of trouble. And that is a story that we've certainly heard as long as boxing has been around. Overhand right from Nguyen snaps the head back of Reveles, but little to discourage Reveles at this point, who feels he's on the cusp of a stoppage. And that is the stoppage. Late in round number 2, and Reveles, in the vernacular of the late great Aaron Pryor, just ate that right hand because I think he sensed that he was right on the doorstep of getting a stoppage.
Yeah.
Miller shared that one of his hobbies outside of boxing is dirt bike riding, and that means that there's something he does that's more dangerous than what he's doing right now. Left hook counter from Radwan finds a home. And this, Emery, to me, is steps in with the right hand, does Radwan. Best punch of the fight for Adam Radwan, who's off to a fast start in round 3. But this, to me, is a classic example of the type of fight where Miller appears to have controlled the action, but it's so close. This could absolutely come down to the 3rd round. And Miller, perhaps sensing some urgency, has stepped in a little bit closer to Radwan, wanting to answer those early shots here in round 3. And they start to trade more as we enter the final minute here in round 3. Right hand again for Radwan, and you know, the learning experience might be here as a big left hook lands for Radwan. Radwan in the closing seconds, bringing the fight to Miller. Miller does answer back with a left. Right hand to finish the fight for Radwan, and you know, Emery, I think the highlight there is for Radwan is get that going a little sooner.
Yeah, that.
Harbison for his own start in boxing. Said he walked into the gym one day and got hooked. Straight left, but misses with the follow-up. Mondragon trying to work to the body. Digs with the left hook. Harbison on the ropes. Ducks under the right hand from Mondragon. Final 30 seconds. Now it's Mondragon who wants to turn southpaw. Harbison digs the right hand. That, at least for the moment, backs Mondragon off. Mondragon. A series of punches to the body and a couple got through. And that will do it. Very close fight. Dean Harbison, Eduardo Mondragon. Chopping right from Hassan scores, but he takes a right hand in return. Now they start to trade here in the final minute of round number 1. Left hook on the inside. Hassan firing with Perez on the ropes to punctuate round number 1. Yeah, Badr Haj Hassan telling us the plan, establish the jab, and then go to work. The first round seemed to follow that blueprint. But the jab for Hassan. Now Hassan trying to go upstairs and downstairs and finishes with a good right hand, follows it up with another. Loops a third right hand. And he's going to it. Perez on the ropes. In some trouble. Tries to fight off. Hassan drops a right hand over the top. Now a couple of more right hands. Perez in the corner. Hassan putting his punches together. No standing 8 yet. And Perez up against the ropes again. That time it was a right uppercut. As Hassan starts to vary the attack, goes back to the uppercut. Tremendous toughness being shown by Rogelio Perez, who's taken a lot of leather in this one. Combinations from Hassan. Here comes Harriman. And here comes the standing 8.